Bonjour, Anine, fifth graders. Miss Boughton here with an introduction to our Unit 6 and the essential question, what compels us to survive? So again, our essential question for this unit is going to be, what compels us to survive? So this question is interesting because when we are reading, we are not going to find the answers outright in the text. So you're not going to be able to say, well, this sentence tells me why they're compelled to survive. While there may be a few that will help us to figure out what is the cause of people's desire to survive, we will also need to make inferences. So that means taking clues from the text as well as what we already know and coming up with an inference about why characters are compelled or have a desire to survive. So that is what we're going to be focusing on for this next unit. I have some images here. Take a look at them. First of all, what things do you see? What do you think is going on in these images? What do you wonder about these different pictures? And lastly, how do you think these relate to survival? Again, these are just some images to get you thinking about that essential question, what compels us to survive? After you've watched this short introduction by me, please go and watch the short video clip on benchmark that also gives some additional information about the essential question. Then, after you've watched both of these videos, please answer in the Google form these 3 questions. The first question is, what things in the world can make people feel threatened? So oftentimes there's different events or occurrences that happen in the world. What are some of those events that can make people feel threatened or afraid or scared? The second question, what fears do people have to fight against? So what things can make people fearful that they would have to, after having that feeling of fear, still have to fight against or overcome? You might also want to think about how people overcome those fears. Thinking about our grandfather teachings, thinking about the love and respect, wisdom, truth, honesty, and bravery, how those teachings help people to overcome those fears. So think about what fears people might have, and then additionally, what might help them to fight against them. And then the last question is a personal question. What are some challenges you have to face? So again, this is personal. This is going to relate only to you, maybe something that you have experienced in the past, maybe something you go through on a day-to-day basis. But what kind of challenges happen to you that might make you feel fearful that you might have to fight against? So once you're done with this video and you've watched the benchmark video, go ahead back into the assignment and fill out the answer to these 3 questions in the Google form. Lastly, we are going to review some vocabulary. These words will be helpful to you as we complete our reading, both the read aloud and independent reading. So the first word is compel. Compel is to force or drive someone to do something. Say it with me. Compel. To force or drive someone to do something. You guys have heard me oftentimes compel you to complete your independent reading. So an example sentence would be, Miss Boughton compels her students to read. I encourage you almost every day to focus during independent reading and to try and read for at least 20 minutes a day in order to help you be successful readers as you continue your educational career and as adults. So while I can't force you to read every day, I can put the desire or drive into you to read every single day because of the benefits it will have when you're an adult. The next word is elements. Elements are things found in nature. Say that with me. Elements. Things found in nature. Water, wind, earth, and fire are all examples of elements. And elements can also be not just nature related, but also man-made and the effect of human beings and some of their choices. So an example for that might be, we had to brave the elements during our camping trip. We had to brave the elements during our camping trip. What kind of scene do you picture in hearing that sentence and reading that sentence? Do you see people swatting at bugs because they forgot to pack their bug spray? Or maybe they have to deal with some animals trying to steal their food or messing up their campsite. Do you see people sleeping in the cold under the stars because they forgot to pack a tent? Or maybe they're in that tent, but there's a big rainstorm outside. The last word is inspiring. To move someone to act, create, or feel emotions. So if something is inspiring, it might cause you to feel some type of way, and then you would act based off of those emotions. Okay? Say that with me again. Inspiring. To move someone to act, create, or feel emotions. Our school had a visit from a very special guest, so that inspired our next sentence. The visit from Victor the Viking was so inspiring to the students. So you all enjoyed very much having Victor come visit our school and learning about what bullying is and how it can be prevented. And that caused you all to participate in the Stop Bullying, as well as agreeing to prevent and stop any bullying within our school. So that visit was inspiring because it caused you to feel that bullying was not a good thing and we didn't want it in our school. And then you all chose to act by agreeing to stop any bullying and prevent it from happening in our school. Those are 3 vocabulary words for the beginning of this unit. Say them with me one more time. Compel. Elements. Inspiring. Very good, thank you. So that was just an introduction to our Unit 6. I look forward to digging in deeper with all of you.